Hi everyone, today I will discuss about the resonance effect. In previous videos, I have discussed already what is electron displacement effect and what are the different types of electron displacement effect and what is the inductive effect I have discussed in previous videos. So today I will discuss about the resonance effect. This is also known as mesomeric effect. Okay. So you have seen in different molecule some delocalization of the pi electron occur. Okay. So what is the resonance effect? Resonance effect is the polarity developed in a molecule due to interaction of two pi bonds or one pi bond with lone pair electron of adjacent atoms. Okay, this is the due to the resonance effect this polarity develop. Okay, so how this interaction occur between the two pi bonds? If two pi bonds are there, this delocalization occur. Okay. Or one pi bond with lone pair of electron of adjacent atom. Okay, here like this, if lone pair is there, then this lone pair interact with the carbon, then this will be moved to the another carbon. So this is mainly the displacement of the electron occur. Okay, so first this resonance effect observed by the Kekulé from who developed the structure of the benzene. Okay, we have seen this is the structure of benzene. Another structure also like this, alternate double bond. So this structure is developed by the Kekulé. Okay, so actually if you consider these two structure and make a overall structure, it will be seen like this. So from this structure he observed this is the resonating structure or canonical structure. This is the resonance hybrid structure. This is the resonance hybrid. 1 and 2. This 1 and 2 are resonating or canonical structure. Okay, and this overall structure is known as the resonance hybrid. Actually, this resonating structure is a hypothetical concept. Okay, that benzene does not exist like this. How it is existing? It exists like this structure. So this is the actual structure. Okay, so resonating structure or canonical structure is a hypothetical structure. It is not the actual structure. Okay, like this, another also. Okay, so if I will move this electron, okay, these two are resonating structure or canonical structure, but actual structure of this molecule is that these two electron is partially delocalized between the two oxygen atom. Okay, so because of this Here we have seen that between this carbon and this carbon bond order is 2. But actually if you consider the actual structure of the benzene, you cannot say that this is the bond order of the carbon is 2. If you consider that this carbon and this carbon bond order is 2. Okay. But here if you consider the actual structure of the benzene, it is not equal to 2. Bond order is not equal to 2. So because of this resonance, the bond order changes. Here also it is seen double bond is there, here double bond is there. Okay. So actually it is not double bond, it will change due to the resonance. So here this resonating and canonical structure and actual structure of this benzene, okay, or resonance hybrid, so there exists some energy difference. Okay, that energy difference is known as the resonance energy. Resonance energy. It is the energy difference between the actual structure and resonating structure. Actual structure and resonating structure. This actual structure known as resonance hybrid. So because of this resonance, some energy changes. Okay, and due to this energy changes, so there is difference between the resonating and resonance hybrid structure. Okay, so as these are the canonical structure. So if the resonating structure increases, if the number of resonating structure increases or number of canonical structure increases, it will increase the resonating energy or resonance energy. Resonance energy also increases. If this resonance energy will increase, the molecule will be more stable. So remember, if number of canonical structure or resonating structure increases, it will increase the resonance energy, that is difference between the actual molecule and the hypothetical molecule, or different energy difference between the resonance hybrid and canonical structure. As the resonance energy increases, the molecule will be more stable. Therefore, the molecule or compound having more number of resonating structure will be more stable. We have calculated resonance energy from that is equal to energy difference between the actual structure and the resonating structure. So from resonance energy, if you value get that is positive, then that will be aromatic. If that value is negative, resonance energy value is negative, then that is anti-aromatic. And if the value of resonating energy is 0, then this is non-aromatic. Okay. So this aromatic and anti-aromatic and non-anti-aromatic, this aromaticity I will discuss in other video, as this follows Hockel's rule. Okay, and because of this delocalization of electron, these aromatic properties, and for aromatic properties it should have planarity structure. Okay, here I will tell about the how to write the contributing structure or resonating structure of a given molecule. So there are certain rules, you have to follow that rule. So first rule is that all contributing structure have same position of nuclei. Okay, so all these contributing structure, this is the contributing structure, this is one contributing structure, and this is another contributing structure. This should have same position. That means here carbon is there, here carbon is there. So here carbon is there, here carbon is there, here carbon is there, here carbon is there. So all are are in same position. It does not change the nuclei of the atom. Okay. Second is that same number of bond. It should have same number of bond. All contributing structure have same number of bond. Here you have seen in structure 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 bond are there. Okay. But for structure 2, here 1, 2, 3, 4. If number of bond changes, then these two contributing structure are known as heterovalent. When we will say heterovalent? When the number of bond between two contributing structure changes. It should have same number of bond, but if the number of bond changes between two contributing structure, we will say about this one heterovalent. Okay. Third one is it must be Lewis structure. So okay, we have discussed the Lewis structure, that is electron dust structure of the any atom or molecule. What is the necessary condition? That molecule must be planarity. It should present in a plane manner so that electron delocalization occur easily. Okay, if it is present in random order, so delocalization cannot happen. Why it did not happen? Because some orbital arrangement will change. Because of this orbital arrangement, the electron cannot transfer to the other orbitals. Okay, so these are the rule we have to follow for writing the contributing structure. Then I will tell about the stability of this contributing structure. We have written these two structure. Among them, which one will be the most stable? Here I will discuss about the stability of the different canonical structure. Okay, or the resonating structure. How will you determine that this is the structure 1, this is structure 2, this is structure 3, this is the structure 4. These all are canonical structure. How will you tell about this 1 is more stable than 2, or 2 is more stable than 4, or 3 is more stable than 2? How will you know? Okay, so for stability of the canonical structure, you have to follow this rule. Okay, first rule is that more number of covalent bond. Okay, for any molecule or any contributing structure, it should have more number of covalent bond. The molecule having more number of covalent bond will be more stable. Okay, here between 2 and 3. Okay, carefully see here between 2 and 3. Now in 2, number of covalent bond is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, 4 number of covalent bond is there. But in 3, how many number of covalent bond? That is 1, 2 and 3. 3 covalent bond in canonical structure 3, and 4 number of covalent bond in canonical structure 2. Therefore 2 will be more stable than the 3. Okay. Now second is all atoms satisfy the octet rule except hydrogen. Here except hydrogen. Okay, so here you can see this carbon have how many electron? 2 to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 electron are there. Oxygen also have 2 to 4 and 2 lone pair is there, 8. Okay, in all this contributing structure, all the atoms must have satisfy the octet rule. If it does not satisfy the octet rule, then it will get destabilized, less stabilized than the other canonical structure. Third one is less separation of charge. Okay, between 1 and 2, you can see here the structure 1 and structure 2, here no separation of charge occur, but here charge separation is occur. So between 1 and 2, 1 will be more stable because charge separation will destabilize the system. Okay. Fourth one is negative charge on the electronegative atom and positive charge on the electropositive atom will be more stable. Between 3 and 4, the negative charge on the oxygen and positive charge on the carbon. In structure 3, negative charge on the oxygen, positive charge on the carbon is there. Therefore, oxygen is more electronegative than the carbon. So, oxygen contain negative charge and carbon contain positive charge. If in a molecule negative charge on the electronegative element and positive charge on the electropositive element is present, then this will be more stable than the other. But in case of structure 4, here electronegative element oxygen contain positive charge, therefore it will get destabilized. Okay, because this is the more electronegative and it should not contain the positive charge. Okay, so structure 3 will be more stabilized than the structure 4 as according to the rule 4. Okay. Fifth one is the more dispersal of the charge. This dispersal of the charge, positive charge and negative charge separation occur. If occur, then this should be dispersed on the various atom. Here, this negative charge on the oxygen atom, this positive charge on the oxygen atom will disperse to the positive charge on the carbon atom. Here, negative charge dispersed to the carbon atom. Okay, if more dispersal occur, then all these contributing structure will be stabilized. Sixth one, structure with no formal charge is more stable than the having charge. Structure with no formal charge is more stable than the having charge. Here, carbon 1 is here, structure 1 does not contain any formal charge, but here structure 2, 3 and 4 it contain. But here in structure 1, it does not contain any formal charge, but in 2, 3, 4, it contain formal charge. Okay. Formal charge also charge separation occur. If formal charge will occur, that will get less stabilized. So here 2, 3 and 4, all these 3 are less stabilized than the structure 1. Okay. But from 2, 3 and 4, but from 2 and 3 and 4, if you compare 2 and 3, 2 contain more number of covalent bonds, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, but here 3. So, 2 will be more stable than the 3 because 2 contain more number of covalent bond, and if more number of covalent bond is present, that will get more stabilized. In 3 and 4, this oxygen contain negative charge and carbon contain positive charge. Here oxygen contain positive charge, that is electronegative element contain positive charge, that means it will get destabilized. Here oxygen, that is electronegative element contain negative charge and electropositive contain positive charge, therefore 3 will be more stable. So among structure 1, 2, 3, 4, structure 1 will be more stable than the structure 2, then the 3, then 4. Okay. So last one is the like charges are closer, then that structure will have lower stability. Okay. So among structure 1 and structure 2, the like charges are closer. Here in structure 1, positive charge on the nitrogen and positive charge on the carbon are adjacent to each other. Okay. Therefore, if two same charge are there, so there will be repulsion occur. Because of this repulsion, okay, so this will be get destabilized or less stable. Here positive charge is on the nitrogen and positive charge on the carbon, between the one carbon is there, in between these two are one carbon is there. Therefore here somewhat minimize repulsion will be minimized. Okay, therefore this structure 2 will be more stable than the structure 1, because if two same charge or like charge are present adjacent to each other, then it will get more destabilized. Okay. This is the stability and this is the rule, and if you follow this all this rule, you are able to distinguish which one will be more stable and which one will be less stable. Okay. Basically this resonance effect are two types. One is plus R effect and another one is minus R effect. So plus R effect shown by electron donating group. Okay. So what are the electron donating group? This is alcohol, Okay, this one is ether, then this is ester. Okay, this is amine. These all are electron donating group. That means it contain electron which can donate the electron. As they are electron donating, they have electron, so these consider as plus or effect. Okay, so in plus or effect, electrons are donated from the atoms or from the substituent. Electrons donated from the substituent to the conjugated system. If conjugated system is there, in conjugated system, that is delocalization of the pi electron occur. So if conjugated system is there and one substituent is there, if I am taking, that is amine, this is the electron donating group is present with the conjugated system, then this electron will be transferred or donated to the conjugated system. So this effect is known as Plosser effect. Because of this electron donating group, so it will develop some charge. Okay. And this electron will move to this position and this double bond will move to this carbon. Okay. Here this electron will move to this position, this bond will move to the another carbon, this carbon. Okay. So these are the contributing structure. Okay, if I will draw the actual structure, it looks like this. That is negative charge here. Okay, this negative charge is dispersed over this carbon, this carbon, this and this carbon. This is the ortho position, this is meta and this is para. This electron will disperse on the ortho position, para position and here also ortho position. Therefore, because of this electron displacement, it show various reaction. So remember, these are the electron donating group, and because of this electron donating group, this show plus R effect. Second one is the minus R effect. Minus R effect mainly shown by electron withdrawing group. These are the electron withdrawing group, that is acid, aldehyde, then ketone, then cyanide, then if nitro group are there, these are the electron group. If we have a conjugated system and it contain electron withdrawing group, here electron donating group, here electron withdrawing group, this will withdraw the electron. That means electron will transfer from conjugated system to the substituent present to the conjugated system. Okay. So because of this develop positive charge on the benzene. Okay. It develop negative charge on the benzene ring. Which one? Electron donating group, and electron withdrawing group develop the positive charge on the benzene ring. Okay. So remember this plus R effect and minus R effect, because of the substituent present in the conjugated system. If electron donating group present, then it will show plus R effect. If electron withdrawing group present, then it will show minus R effect. And this plus R effect develop negative charge on the benzene ring or conjugated system. This minus R effect develop positive charge on the benzene ring or conjugated system. So thank you everyone. In next lecture I will tell about the hyperconjugation effect and electromeric effect. So please friends, like this channel, subscribe and comments also.